You know what's going on right now for me? My 16-year-old nephew, Ross from Scotland, that's his full name, Ross from Scotland, he's visiting me. He's 16 years old, visiting me, and he's staying in my house. And I'm feeling quite disturbed by his young people ways. I'm not so keen on the young people and their strange ways. I mean, I want to show the kid a good time, but I don't know what to do. You know, he's 16. I get invited. Well, he's not on TV. I get invited to the G4 Video Game Awards. And I would have taken him. But it's a video games award show, and frankly, I'd rather cut off my hand than go to a video game show. I asked one of our writers, Joe, to go as a chaperone, and Joe was very nice. He said, I'd be delighted to help you. And so he took my 16... What's he going to say? I'm his boss. You know, yeah. That right, Joe? There's Joe over there. Hi, Joe. Joe went to the video. That's right. Joe, would you trust this man with your 16-year-old nephew? I asked. Yeah. Anyway, I did, and I would be happy to. I recommend him. If things don't... I'm not saying anything, but if things don't work out here, maybe there's something else in it, you know? Anyway, my nephew comes back... I'm kidding. My nephew comes back from the awards show, and he wants to get all these crazy new video games with names like Kill Droid, Kill, Kill, Kill. And my sister's kid, I can't let him play with that. So I'm trying to get him into other games like, you know, Monopoly with the LA street names. That's cute. Cranium, all the kids are talking about it. A fake snake in a can. That's always good for that. I don't want to come off as an old fart. I don't. But I remember when people thought rock and roll was satanic. I'm actually old enough to remember it was Satan's first album, I think. Anyway, I don't think kids today are any worse than they were before, but the video games now, oh my God, they're way too intense and crazy. The game that goes really over the top is the Grand Theft Auto. Do you know the Grand Theft Auto game? Oh my God. Oh, kids, I'm not so sure. It's a game where it involves you having a grand time stealing an automobile. Now, I don't want to sound like an old fart, but go and play in your own yard, you kids. No, I'm not saying you shouldn't have this game, but you shouldn't. See, I grew up playing games like Pong and Pinball. Pinball, there was even a song about pinball. That deaf, dumb and blind kid sure played a mean pinball. That was lovely. Actually, he didn't. The deaf, dumb and blind kid couldn't play pinball. That was just for the song. He couldn't even find the table. Come on, you need all... He couldn't! Well, he couldn't! The point is, in the pinball, there's no violence or sex in the games. You couldn't have sex playing Pong because you're playing it in a basement with another zit-covered kid. There's enough wrong with zit. I suppose you could rub up against a pinball machine and get all tingly. Oh, come on! Come on, like you never dry humped a pinball machine in your life. Everybody does that. It's not just me. Anyway, in my day, we didn't have games like Grand Theft Auto. We didn't sit around for hours playing violent video games. I was from a tough neighbourhood. We went out and we made our own violence. We stole our own cars. We propositioned our own crack whores. I don't know if these games really make kids violent or sexed up, but it sure makes them lazy. Yeah. You get off your fat, spotty ass on the couch and go and... That's right. Get off your fat, spotty ass and go and commit some real violence, you lazy punk. See, then you would realise there are real consequences. Know what I'm saying? You go up to a gangbanger in a video game and you punch him, the worst that happens, the controller shakes. You go up to a gangbanger in real life and punch him, then he'll rip your mouth off and shove it down the hole. And I don't even know what that means. But that would happen. That would be that bad. See, I think the problem is not that these games are too realistic. I think that they're not realistic enough. The violence in the video game should have consequences, like in real life. If you screw up in Grand Theft Auto, the console should send 100,000 volts of electricity through your body. And maybe there should be an actual crip or a bludge standing behind the couch, waiting to stab you if you get it wrong. You shoot a cop in a video game, right? You shoot a cop in a video game, you shouldn't be hearing your mom say, "Time to come out of the basement, dinner's ready." You should hear what you'd really hear in real life. Dead man walking. Dead man walking. They should also do this with the NBA basketball game as well. Make it real. The NBA basketball video game. You know, if you're a white guy playing it, you should suck. Make it real. The latest controversy with the Grand Theft Auto is that there are secret hidden passageways. You hear about this? That people are having simulated sex in the secret hidden passageways. Yeah, it's true. Oh, yeah. Oh, educational, comedic, and informative. They're having simulated sex. I think that's why people like pornography. They like porn because it's like sex without consequences. Unless there's a credit card involved. It's like sex... You should make video game sex more realistic as well. Yes, you have the sex, but afterwards there's the consequences, the guilt, the remorse, the conversations about feelings. There's no reboot for feelings. I learned that from Dr. Phil. I don't even know what it meant then, and I don't know what it means now. Never mind, let's get on with the show.